made the cost of tuition skyrocket, and that is what created scholarships. I think that education in Islam is extremely important. I also think that scholarships benefit students in the long run by helping them pay for their tuition if they're not able to themselves, and it also helps them be debt-free after college if they want to go to a graduate school, like med school or something like that. It also helps students save up for books in the future, for future classes like their junior year and their senior year. It also helps them pay for tests they have to take in order to get their license for the career they want to pursue after college. I also think that post-secondary school is a very important key in furthering an education. I also think that scholarships help them not go into debt after the 2 or 4 years that they complete in college. There are 2 primary scholarships, and that includes the Hope Scholarship and the Zell Scholarships. For the Hope Scholarships, you have to get a 3.0 in high school, and it pays for 15 credit hours at a public university and 12 credit hours at a private university, while the Zell Scholarship pays for 100% of your college. That has a 3.7 GPA requirement for students wanting to pursue a post-secondary education. I think that's why many students in high school are highly encouraged to get good grades and have good GPA so that they can have most or half of their college paid off with a scholarship. I also think that if people don't meet the GPA requirement, the 3.0 or the 3.7, that they can go to community college for 1 to 2 years and get their GPA up, and then apply to the university and get the Hope or Zell scholarships to pay for the rest of their college education. If they don't have the 3.0 or 3.7 GPA, that students can still apply for other scholarships that can pay for at least a fourth of some of their tuition, so they don't have to pay all of the tuition out of pocket. I also think that most people or most students who get scholarships, after they leave college, they are most likely going to be debt-free. I also think that science majors are highly praised in the Islamic community because science majors learn something new about the world every day. I also think that many people are studying Islamic texts to have stronger ties to their religion and Greek mythology. And that was something Islamic people were interested in. I also think that Islamic people or praise students who wanted to pursue a post-secondary education because it helped them get a high-paying job in the future and help them live comfortably if they wanted to start a family. I also think that an increase in people wanting to pursue post-secondary college can help more colleges being built, so people can choose what college they want to go to. I also think that private colleges only allow a certain gender to go to their school. Those schools were grammar schools for people who wanted to pursue a post-secondary education and wanted to gain a college-level writing skill for the education if they wanted to go to college. I think that grammar school is similar to dual enrollment that we have today, where you take college level classes that will go to your post-secondary school for credit for college classes. So you'll be able to possibly graduate a year earlier. The first primary source I will use is from the text Education. The quotes I've used for this source will include: Muslim education activity began in the 8th century primarily in order to disseminate the teaching of the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet. I think that quote means that education played a very important role in the religion and was highly praised. The second primary source I will use will be from the text Aims and Purposes of Muslim Education. A quote from that text says, "Learning took place in a variety of institutions, among them the Hala, or study circle, the Maktab, or elementary school, the palace schools, bookshops, and literary salons, and the various types of the college, the Mizad, the Mahad, the Masdar." I think that quote means that education is very important in the Islamic community, and that they value people who excel in their studies and are able to get scholarships. Another quote from that text says, "The simplest type of early Muslim education was offered in the mosaics, where scholars who had congregated to discuss the Quran began before long to teach the religious sciences to interested adults." I think that quote means that a science major was highly encouraged because they would most likely get a high-paying job in the future with that degree. The third primary source I will include will be from the text Lay, Education, the lower schools. A quote from that text says, "In fulfillment of its responsibilities for education, the Church from the 11th century onward made the establishment of an effective education system a central feature of ecclesiastical policy." I think that quote means that the price of post-secondary education skyrocketed. I think that many people wanted to help students relieve their college tuition by putting money towards their tuition with donations that the church received. Another quote from that text says, "During the papacy of Greg VII, all bishops having access to see the art of grammar was taught in the churches, and a lateral council in 1215 decreed the grammar school master should be appointed not only in the cathedral church, but also in other churches that can afford it." I think that quote means that people were getting prepared for college-level teachings. It was very important for people who are interested in pursuing a post-secondary school. That is all. Thank you for listening.